nothing but a gangsta party.
Oh shit. You done fucked up now. You done put two of America's most wanted in the same motherfucking place at the same motherfucking time.
Hey everybody, this is Thomas Payne, Prison Promise, OG Tells Redemption. You know, this is part 2 of the interview with Margarette Long. And today, we want to get to some more in-depth points with Margarette Long about, some of the work that she's doing because she's very active in the anti-violence movement. She has went to D.C. a couple of times and she has spoken about gun violence. She has spoken with the parents at Sandy Hook, Columbine, and Virginia Tech victims. So, she's just not local here trying to do what she's trying to do. She's trying to do it around the world. So we're going to listen to more about what Margaret has for us and what we can do as people that kind of help Margaret along the way to fight the fight. But we're going to start with this one. I want to ask you, Margaret, now you was at the age of 19 when this happened, a couple of days before your 20th birthday. Mm-hmm. Now, it's hard for me to even grasp, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially from a female point of view, getting shot and then living, in a wheelchair, for the last 30 years. I mean, that takes a lot of strength. I mean, a lot of people would have probably committed suicide or they would have probably asked God, to take me out of here. But you are doing something all the way different. You are trying to make change and show people that no matter if you're a victim, you can still make progress in life and help people. Now tell me a little something about when you went to the trip to D.C. Now, what was that? What was that when you spoke in D.C.?
Okay, first I'll tell you how it started.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? One day I was by me. First I was with Serve, doing the group Serve, and
Now, what is Serve?
Serve is Cincinnati initiative to reduce gun violence.
Okay.
So it was a group, and they still out there, but we're trying to get them back together.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with that group. I don't know if I want to put this in the part with the group of guys who walk the streets to try to help out,
Mm-hmm.
the neighborhoods. But anyway, I was speaking with them, and one day I was at City Hall, and I was speaking at City Hall with everybody, and I flipped my wig. I said, they asked me something, I was speaking, and I was just speaking hard, and I'm like, look, y'all failed my family. Mm-hmm. Y'all failed me and my family because of the circumstances and what happened afterwards. So when they heard me, somebody heard me say that. They heard me speaking, so somebody in D.C. said, we want her. So next thing I know, that interview went to an interview downtown on the square to No More Names bus. So No More Names had all the names on the bus from Sandy Hook to Columbine, everybody that's been murdered.
Right.
So I did an interview with them, and then they were like, okay, well, they came to me, and then that's how the people, Shannon Watts, who made up Mom Demand Action from every town for gun safety after Sandy Hook got shot up, the kids. So that's where it come from, Shannon Watts. And when she heard that, she said, I want her to come with us. So she called Wendell Young, another pastor from Cincinnati, and we all 3 or 4 of us got picked to go to D.C.
Mm-hmm. So
I took a relative, my sister, and then we went up, and that's when I started speaking in D.C. on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, so we all went up, but we was no more names, and just stop the killing and for gun violence. We're on the Capitol. Actually, I got a picture that came up on my memory, and we just lost a member, to suicide.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a real, big part of the group that we went to.
Now, was he disabled also?
No, he wasn't disabled, but I believe he was shot. But this gun violence stuff just found me got to him and came down to suicide.
Now you're down here in Cincinnati, and gun violence is rapid down. It's rampant. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, and it's coming from the youth aspect now more than it was back in the day when we was younger. It was like the older group that was doing it, but now it's the kids.
Yeah, kids.
So I mean, what would you tell a parent about a kid that's in danger of being a victim or a shooter?
That's how I think, because I ain't got no kids, but I got
You
a
done
lot of
spoke
nieces
to
and
him.
nephews.
You done spoke to him.
Yeah, but I got a 13-year-old nephew that I'm going to take him. I really want him in my house, because I don't know if he hadn't took the right way, but me, like I told the other kids, right now I'm really ready to mentor my nephew. I wanted him to come to my house every day or once a week, because I see things is changing. He get older. He's 13, and his parents is like, well, his father's locked up, and his mother, just she's there, but he needs to do better. We need to do better with him, and
You just got just a mother at home.
Mother, grandmother, aunts.
Well, like Tupac said, it ain't easy for a woman to raise a man.
So I want to be that mentor and that example to him. Like places I go, I want to bring him in to let him see and show, that look, sonny boy, you ain't gonna make it out in this world. You ain't gonna make it without an education, and with an education, you got an education. You don't gotta have an education, but if you get that education,
right, that opens doors.
That's gonna open a door to your job. Then you get that job. Then you get that family. Then you pick and choose. You get your house. Then you pick and choose where you want to live at.
Right.
But it doesn't matter where you live.
No, you're right about that. Violence can find you anywhere.
But you got to think. You know about guns. You know about what goes on in the street. You got to pick and choose what you want to be. Do you want to be a street person, or do you be a successful young man?
And then at the age of 13, he's on the teeter-totter right now.
And he loves money.
Oh.
And he can't stand his little brother and sister. So you like money, but you don't like the brother and sister. Well, which will? You don't want to help out in the house. You don't want to clean up. You want to do nothing.
But you like money.
You like money. So how you gonna make your money if you don't want to do nothing?
Well, you know what that's leading to.
That's gonna lead you to the streets.
Exactly.
That's why I'm finna lead him this way. You don't need nothing. You spoiled. And he got younger siblings, but you got to think that you got to be the older one, because they're going to look at you.
Right.
So we got to get to him before the streets get to him.
Yeah.
And it got to come from somebody in the family that been there.
Right, and that's what I tell people all the time. In order for the streets to listen to you, they got to respect you.
Exactly.
If the streets don't respect you, they ain't gonna listen to you. That's why we got the problem we got going on now, because the people who is telling the streets to quit killing and to put down the guns, they the same ones that ain't trying to give them another alternative.
Nope.
They're the same ones that sit in the office pushing paper and ain't pushing the people into the right direction. Nope. So, to me, it's bullshit that they sit there and talk that shit, but they ain't being about that shit.
They ain't about that shit.
No, they're about their own people and their own thing. When they hit their front door, then it's a problem. Exactly. If it's at your front door, it's your problem, and they don't give a damn.
And reason why, that's why I say that, like what you saying is they sit in their office. That's just like 2 weeks ago. The phone ring. My nephew's grandmother worked for me, which is my sister. Petty ass school gonna call every damn day, because you got a 13-year-old sitting in school acting up, but then the teacher called my nephew a dick.
The teacher did that.
So you calling the son a little 13-year-old dick? So that little dick gonna go out on the street and do what the fuck he wanna do, because an adult called him a dick. So where do you think they get this shit from? Yeah. The adults.
That's where it trickles down.
So my nephew in the office, and I'm sitting right there, Don't let me get in the mix of it, because I don't fucking play.
Right.
My nephew don't play with me. They don't even come to my house. It's a swimming pool, my neighborhood. They don't even ask. They just go. And they don't want to fuck with me. Shit, so.
So auntie crazy. Huh?
Exactly. So there was the school. We called the school. The teacher in there. I'm like, let me talk to her. So the two girls in the office like trying to explain what happened. So it came around as the teacher called them a dick because they were acting up. So my nephew said something to the teacher. So the teacher sent him to the office. I said, no, this bitch should have been in the office too. So the word got to my other niece. And she like me, she spitfire shit off shit. So my niece got on the phone and talked to the people. She said, oh no, I'm going to come up there and show that bitch who's the dick. I said, oh Lord, have mercy. So we got to turn around and just get to my nephew because his father's in jail. Mm-hmm. And I'm not finna let my nephew be like that.
Right.
Because he's not listening to women, he listening to nobody else. I want to take him with me and introduce him to like people like you, people that the guys on the streets that I work with, anybody that could just put something in his head.
Right, right.
Because his father ain't doing it. His
Right.
father in jail. What the fuck you gonna do? You ain't gonna listen to him. He in jail. My nephew do whatever the fuck you want to do, but he ain't gonna come to my house. And when my nephews come to my house, hi Annie, they turn their ass back around because they don't want to look at me because they know.
Right.
Everything is no, and I'm not finna put up no bullshit because y'all ain't not finna be in the streets. Y'all know I'm not finna get that phone call like I got that phone call from my sister.
See, because the time is now, because at that age right there, like I said before, you're very fragile. You don't know which way you want to go, and then you said he like money, so and they don't want to work, so you already know what that's going to lead to because he's out there in the streets. And he see the players and the hustlers, they driving good, they living good, they got the knot in their pocket, they around the little neighborhood store, they doing their little dirt. So you're getting attracted to that fast and easy money. So we already know what the next step for him is already going to be. And like I said, I'll be more than happy, I give y'all my information when I leave here to holler at the little guy and, give him a little bit type of a different perspective of things because, like I said, I got 20 years in and out of prison myself. So I know what the little guy is going through at a young age where he's undecided about where he actually wants to go or where he wants to be. So we would definitely reach out to him and try to get him some understanding.
And he just, recently, he just, 2 weeks ago, we just got the phone call that his uncle that really just hangs out with him in the house. I don't know how much older he is to him, but got a little record deal, went to D.C., just got the phone call, they shot him 10 times, and they just brought his body back to Cincinnati.
See, and that's another thing that tears me up, that, as we talked about this earlier, we're our worst enemies. The black, us African Americans, we are our worst enemies, and that's a damn shame, because we're not even safe in our own neighborhood.
Nope.
Look at the rapper down there. Where was that? Memphis here just a couple of days ago.
I just read about that.
A neighborhood, a legend.
That legend.
But you know what?
Trying to help the neighborhood.
Somebody, helping the neighborhood and helping the people. But somebody who jealous. Some old sucker shit. You know what I mean? He want to come by and he want to be a hero. Mm-hmm. He want to be a hero. Because he took out the famous guy in the neighborhood.
He took your spot.
Yeah.
So now
he's a hero.
Got that clout. And that's you low key now, but look, everybody looking at him, and ain't nobody looking at you no more.
And that's the way it is.
Now I'm gonna take the big guy out, the best guy out.
And that's how it works, because it's not just the black community, it's the white everywhere, too. Because they'll step over and on whoever the hell they have to get where they want to be. There ain't a person in no political office that got clean hands. Mm-hmm. Nobody. I don't give a damn who you is.
That's how I feel about the people who was running the city back in 1991 and back in 2002, 2007.
Who was running the city at that time?
Well, who was running? I don't know who was running it back in 91, but I know who was running in 97 when I seen that person who shot me on the panel.
So you've seen the person that shot you on TV?
Yep.
And what was he doing
With the
on
people
TV?
who run the city.
With the people that run the city.
Well, he's so-called supposed to have changed his life.
Okay, let me stop you. So when he shot you, so what happened with the court system? I mean, where? Now, if you seen him on TV after you done shot you, now I done missed some shit. So
Sorry about my smile, but
no, but what happened? So he didn't go to jail or nothing.
let's rewind back.
Yeah.
2 weeks in UC, they told my mother, 24 hours, your daughter's not. If she make it, 24 hours, 50-50. I got shot in the neck. The bullet went in my neck, pierced my spine, went out the left side of my shoulder blade. On the spot, paralyzed on the spot. So my mother said 50-50. 24 hours, if she make it.
So you made it in 24.
She'll be a vegetable. She gonna be a vegetable, or she'll be paralyzed for the rest of her life.
So okay, this is getting interesting. So this is Thomas Payne from Prison Promise OG Teller Redemption, and part 3 I think is gonna be real interesting. So you guys stay tuned for part 3 because it's about to get down to the nitty gritty. This is Thomas Payne, Prison Promise OG Teller Redemption. Y'all, peace out. Prison of Promise is a podcast by Thomas Payne and produced by Dan Lyons. If you want to get a hold of Prison of Promise for any situation, you need our help, or you want to just talk to us, hit us up at prison2promise1981@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Prison to Promise and OG's Tales of Redemption, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Spotify. Peace out, y'all.